Being an investor could be like going shopping in a massive superstore in a foreign country. Everything can be potentially good or bad if you don't know what you need or where it is on the aisle. And because you're abroad, only 1% of the labels have any kind of English. I'm here to guide you through the maze of the massive potential that's the financial market. You need to go there and you need to be able to read and make good decisions. Everyday people can grow wealth with more certainty and less involvement in the market than any other way. Here's what happened in the markets in the last 5 days in 5 minutes or less. If you work in an economy, you should pay attention to how its financial markets work. I call it walk to wealth equation. If you invest every time you get paid, in future, you won't need to get paid to sustain the quality of life you want. Keep listening. I also have some ideas to improve your vocabulary and a tax tip. I want to honor the life of one of the greatest investors of all time, Charlie Munger, who passed away last week. He was a stellar investor worth an estimated $2.6 billion. I broke down the numbers. It looks like $26 million per year for every year he was alive. He earned $9,000 per hour for every hour he was alive. Of course, it wasn't all merry. He overcame many hurdles and failures on his path. But his career teaches us a vital lesson. You can invest your way to wealth and sustain it without risks or speculation. Last week in the market was quite the roller coaster ride. Friday rally turned a mixed performance into a strong finish. The Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq, and even overseas markets all ended on a positive note. If you ever wonder what the Dow is, history dates back to 1888, a short 134 years ago. It became the first ever widely followed index. Charles Dow and Edward Jones started tracking America's largest public companies as a way to reflect the nation's economic growth and health. And at the time, they picked industrial companies that included General Electric and 11 other companies. Today, the Dow is 30 companies, including Apple, Coca-Cola, Disney. Think about it like if the US economy was a superstore, Walmart or Home Depot. We check the average price of the most valuable products and we watch it every day. That's simple. Being an investor could be like going shopping in a massive superstore. You need to go there and you need to be able to read and make good decisions, or you're going home with a lot of junk and you'll lose a lot of money. Positive market sentiments prevailed as inflation pressures softened. Early holiday sales report also contributed to investor optimism. Prices rose at 2.5% over last 6 months and showing improvement from the preceding 6 months, where core prices rose at 4.5%. This is a dramatic improvement. For education purposes, core prices refer to the prices of goods and services that are not subject to seasonal fluctuations such as food and energy prices. The Federal Reserve uses core prices to measure the inflation in the economy. Overall, the markets remain cautiously optimistic, and so should you as an investor, especially if you have a long-term view. People are shopping a lot now and paying a little less. Small businesses are still squeezed in with high interest rates and limited credit. Even though the big economic numbers look good, small businesses are worried about declining sales and possible recession. Some say the US might avoid it, but others predict a mild recession next year. So while markets are upbeat, whispers of looming recession persist. Here's a tax tip if you're thinking about starting a business. There's many uncertainties. Make sure you keep things off on the right foot, especially when it comes to your taxes. It's like setting up the canvas for your masterpiece. Choose the right business structure. Ask a lot of questions and understand all the options available to you. Think about it like you're picking the foundation for your dream house. Your business structure affects your tax obligations. You've got options like sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, S-corp, or LLC. So each structure has its perks and tax implications. One flexibility, maybe an LLC is the way to go. Seeking liability protection, a corporation might be much better. Get your employer identification number as well. Most businesses need this. It's like a business fingerprint. Getting these fundamentals right sets the stage for smooth sailing. So ask questions, speak with your tax professional. Whether you're dreaming of a small boutique or the next tech giant, these tax tips lay the groundwork for your success. That's a wrap for this week's financial report. I'll do this again next week. If you work in an economy, then learn to unlock the power of its financial market so that you can transform your work into